Right, today we're going to go and have a little mooch around on the beach. Today is still actually a legal ormering tide for the Ormers or the Abalones. I'm pretty much come down with just boots, no waders, nothing like that. I haven't even got a hook. I've just brought a knife with me, and the cameras. We're just going to basically have a mooch around amongst the rocks. And I also want to see if there's a few crab. I'm going to have a look, see if there's any peeler crab. I might do some fishing in the next couple of days. I'll have a look around here first, and then we'll head down the low water and have a look around over there. You can see the wealth of life up here. I mean, it's going to look a lot further for you, but we're very close to the high water mark here. That's just over where those stones are. Sometimes it reaches the wall, but only on massive tides. But you see all the limpets, all the winkles and stuff here. All the different types of weeds. You've got lettuce there, you've got that one, I have no idea what that is, like a really stringy green one. That's actually really good if you get ragworm, keeping ragworm in, or keeping alive, this green stuff. Great for keeping your ragworm. You've got the red ones, various ones, another lettuce type there. Just so much, just in this little rock pool high up. And there's obviously shore crabs. There's even snake-like anemones down under the water there. You see them in between the rocks, even this high up. And we're just trying to find, like I say, some crab. Dog whelk. There's a tiny anemone on the corner there of that rock. I don't know what species that is. There's a lot of them, so nothing under there. This big one, that's a peeler kind of rock where it's wet underneath with a nice hole. There's a small crab, but too small and not a peeler. Starfish, you get lots of these. They're very, very common around here under the rocks. There's a crab right on top of the rock. Look at that, walking around in the sun. That's a peeler. That is the best peeler. You can look at the size of that. Now, I may have shown it before, but this is a peeler crab. In fact, you can see his shell is actually bursting. This one's ready to go. In fact, we're going to take this one. We literally need 2 of these, and that'll be enough for my fishing trip, because I don't need many. But you can see by the oiliness of it, and if you want to check for peeler, you just take the very end leg socket and you break it off, and if you pull it off carefully, you'll see a new shell underneath. I don't need to on this one, but that's the way to test without harming the crab. Never pick the back shell off, always just pick the leg off. Right, let me just put them in the water for a minute. Well, that's about as good as you can get as a peeler goes. I mean, you can get them a bit bigger, but they don't peel so much, obviously, as when the crabs are bigger, so that's a perfect size one. And that's like a 1 bait up. So what we'll do is we'll pop him in our pot, put a bit of weed in there to keep him moist. Put a bit more actually, there we go. Throw some weed in there. Right, and we'll keep him for later. There's a crab, and there's one there. That's a peeler, I can tell just by the colour. Now what you do is you take the leg, you just take that end section off, and I don't know if you can see that, there's a nice new little leg under there. That's perfect, so that's another peeler crab there. So that's 2, that's 1 largish one and 1 smallish one. One more small one would do us fine. There's a nice brown crab under there. Again, plenty of sea lettuce around here. What that is on there, some kind of eggs on those weed in the water. I don't know if you can see that. I have no idea what they are. Never seen anything like that before. Just got to get this rock over. I knocked it off, but that's what we're after. Look at that beauty. I'll take that. Wow, there's one. Right under this rock here. Nice. Again, it's a high up spot. A lot of people will rush to the water's edge, but they'll miss some of these on the top. They can be quite large because people miss them each year. Look at that for a green anemone. It's closed up at the moment, but what a beauty. Almost crushed that one. That little baby. Right, definitely moving now. We just had those 2 other ones and haven't found anything since then, so I'm going to go to a completely different spot, because you find a few here, but it's hard work looking around here. So. Plus I want to look at other things as well. Let's check this rock. Right, get my bag. Have a look over this side. I don't do much normally on this side. It's so far to come. I mean, we've done a complete circuit today, like God knows how many miles that is. Probably 2 miles or something. Who knows? Right, we're going to have a look around here. It's not the best of places, but I have had the odd stone here before. That's got a nice Ormer under it. Oh, look at that. Just literally lifted that one up. And there's a little one. It's not big enough, but good sign, good sign. There's a nice one. That's coming off the rock as well. Nice one. Medium size, not massive, but better than a small one. Right. You see how that one's over there is flipping over? See, he's moving away. They move pretty fast. That's why you mustn't leave them too long on the stone, or you'll turn around and they'll be gone. Nice one there, good size. There used to be quite a bit more sand here, because I remember years back coming fishing down here one night on a big tide, because it was mostly sand, but it's all moved. So it's more this sort of shingle stuff. It's perfect ground for this, for finding sand eels in, although you need a bit more than here. You'll get a few. There's one. That's a nice one. shed knife. Just rounded the end off so I don't damage the Ormer. Although we're taking this one, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Nice one. Another nice one. This one right there. Look at that beaut. I'm trying to catch that in for a sec, so I'm sort of holding. Lovely big one. Have a bit more of a look here because there's another stud in there. Stuck in the seabed here. Just a one. That was nice. That was a nice bonus on the way back. Move this over here. So it's a bit. He says. And there's another one. I'll flip this rock just so we can get a good look. Nice ones there. And there. Let's grab this. Bit of a bonus on the way back here. Nice one there. Another one there. That one's too small, but lovely colours on it. This one's actually coming off on his own, as you see. They will walk off. So we've got two nice ones. The colours on that one. Right, gonna get this rock back over there. Good. I guarantee you they'll be almost underneath big rocks. But these are like, you know, stock rocks where there's always going to be somewhere people don't lift them. I think the tide's coming in. It's coming in fast, as you might be able to tell. It doesn't hang about here when it starts to come in on these tides, I tell you. Right, before we get too high up the beach, let's gauge our Ormers. Has to be said. I know they're all oversized, but I'll gauge them just to be 100% sure. Now, I didn't bring my hook today because I couldn't find it with my gauge on, so I notched my knife a little bit bigger than the size limit, so anything that goes in that notch is fine. Like I say, it has been notched about 3 or 4 millimeter bigger than the size limit, just to be certain. So let's see what we got. Got some nice old ones here. You can tell by the shell, and they get all that mottled. You can see the shell breaking down. If you can see that on there, that means this Ormer, slowly that shell will break and that Ormer will die. You can see that's probably 11 centimetre or so. So depends on, you see there as well how it's eating away at the shell. So it depends on the Ormer itself. Some will die quicker than others depending on how long their shell lasts. Right, so what we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Easily in 4, 5. That's about the smallest, I think. It's a long shell, that one here. It's a good 9.5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easily, nothing even close to the size of this. That's good. 10 Ormers. Troy going to eat well tonight. So that's it. That is the last trip of the year for the Ormers. I mean, there is a tide tomorrow and the next day, but I'm not going to bother. So I wasn't going to bother with this tide, but it's such a nice day. Seems like a shame not to, really. Like I said, I didn't really come down to get loads and loads just to feed, really. I was going to come down for a couple, but I mean, now I've got 10. That's great. Family will be happy. Right, back up the beach, all the way up there. Right, you. We've probably walked up a couple of miles because we came through all of that, right round the other side, and it's a hell of a long walk. Let's go.